Good morning, Centrally Elementary. Mrs. Fugger here in my office on Thursday, March 5th, 2026. Today for lunch, you're having a chicken patty on a bun with a sweet potato puff, fresh veggies, pineapple, and another choice of fruit. We have birthdays in the building today. Happy birthday to Owen Barrows. Happy birthday to you. Also, it's one of our teachers' birthdays today. Happy birthday to Mrs. Gilpin, fourth grade teacher. Happy birthday to both of you today here at school. Boys and girls, it is Thursday. Checking in on those lead measures. Let's make sure that we have been putting first things first. We are ready academically in reading and math to meet the lead measures of passing 2 lessons in each reading and math on our personalized path, and also for our leadership wig. What are you doing to improve yourself? What was your choice wig for yourself, and then what were the lead measures you were going to do for that, and are you tracking on those? Let's see those scores keep moving up. Now, those actions that we're doing, I want to remind us why. We had a wildly important goal that involved our lag measure, which is that end of the year, the very end of the year diagnostic. We took the first iReady diagnostic in reading and math. We took the mid-year just a little bit ago, and you are all climbing up on your trend line. And if you're not, we've even got more work to do, but we're all moving forward through the school year to make it to that end point, which is your typical growth, and many of you stretch growth even beyond that. So we're looking for a typical growth and stretch growth from all of you. And we are doing those lessons because those are in addition to what you're doing in class. So those are helping pinpoint some skills that you need built up, along with maybe intervention your teachers are doing, or small groups, or you might go to Title. You might get small group instruction in math to where you're learning specific things you need, because all our brains are different and all our brains learn things at different rates. So we have small group on top of those lessons we get from our teachers to the whole group in our class. So the reason we're doing that, and the reason we add in the iReady personalized path and create a goal around it, is because we want to be intentional with actions we're going to take as teachers, with actions we're taking as students. So we work together and hit that lag measure, that end of the year measure of that assessment, and show that typical and stretch growth. So let's go. Don't lose track of that. I know we have spring break coming up. It's getting nicer outside. We're going to want to be doing other things too, but keep those first things first. Play, work first, then play, right? All right, it still has been Read Across America week, and I found a couple poems. I have a little poem book called I Like It Here at School by Jack Perletsky, and I have to say, I like it here at school. That's why I became a teacher. That's why I'm a principal. It's my favorite place to be is school. And so I made my career around that because I love school so much. So this kind of encompasses some poems around why you might like school. So this one is called Classroom Globe. And we don't always see these. I'm trying to show you to up above my desk. There are a bunch of globes. I have that plugged in. I'm going to unplug that for a minute. So if you've ever been in my office, or if you haven't, I have a bunch of globes up above my desk because my mom gave me a very little one when I graduated from high school. And it's this little globe. And it actually is not put together perfectly. It's kind of off kilter and it's not quite perfect. And she gave this to me, and she reminded me, used it as an example to say, Heather, because that's what she calls me, that's my first name, Heather, the world is not perfect. People aren't perfect. Things are not perfect, but it doesn't mean you can't make it great. And so she gave me that lesson when I graduated high school, and it kind of started a whole thing to where I keep that as a reminder, and I've been collecting globes ever since because I do love the world and I want to do what I can to make the world a better place. So a little bit about me that you may not have known if you haven't come into the office, I wanted to share with you because it went with this poem, Classroom Globe. Spinning, spinning, round and round, a swirl of blue, a whirl of brown. Mountain ranges, oceans, lakes, islands, foreign countries, states. Spinning, spinning, stop, then linger. Trace the earth beneath one finger. Spinning, spinning, round and round, a swirl of blue, a whirl of brown. Spinning, spinning, round and round. That was a poem by Rebecca Kai Dotlich. Classroom Globe. because, reading can also be poetry. Reading doesn't have to always be a book. There's so many different ways to read. So this is kind of generally a shorter way to read, and you usually get some rhymes and other fun things that you get to read. Oh, this might be something you've thought before. Why my homework is missing. Deep inside my wooden desk lurks a monster most grotesque. It ate my pencil and my pen, my composition book, and then it started rattling, clattering, hissing, and that is why my homework is missing. I don't know about that, but I do know as a teacher, and I know it's happening in your classrooms, I had students that would end up losing their pencils and their homework. Maybe there is a monster in that desk. All right, and this one, I live for Jim. And I love how they printed this on the page. I live for Jim, I breathe for Jim. I watch the clock and race to Jim. I'm free in Jim to run and play, to try new games and shout hooray. It's in the gym I feel so good. I'd live there if I only could. Have Jim the whole day through, why then I'd always dash to school. I know some of your favorite parts of the day, the month, is when you have PE and you head to that gym. All right. And one more. This is why I love reading so much. And I feel like this has happened to me a time or two when I'm reading. Far away. Someone shouts in Annie's ear, but what they're saying she can't hear. Buzzers buzz and school bells ring. Annie doesn't hear a thing. Friends can jostle, tug, and pinch. Annie doesn't move an inch. Ooh, here comes a big black bug. Annie does not even shrug. Fire, earthquake, runaway bus. She remains oblivious. Until at last, with a faraway look, Annie smiles and shuts her book. You can get distracted and be all inside the book and story you're reading to where you don't even know what's going on in the world around you. That's why I love reading, and that's why I wanted to share these poems with you all today from I Like It Here at School, which I certainly do, especially here at Centrally Elementary. Because we're High Five Hawks, we say to ourselves, I will give it my all. Make good choices, follow directions, and be kind. High fives is what we're earning right here, creating a great culture for all. Some quick teacher mail. Reed Hawker, you are being a friend and helpful and a good example. He showed leadership by not following the crowd and encouraging his friends to make a better choice. From Mrs. G. Reed, way to go. That's tough to do, to stand up to the crowd and say, I'm going to do what's right. Way to go. That's big stuff as we go through our lives. Kaisley McFadden is being a friend. Kaisley's always uplifting her classmates by saying good job. From Mrs. Gilpin. Way to go, Kaisley. Judah Clark is following instructions, having excellent behavior all day, and showing great improvement. Judah has been working hard and doing a great job of being a high five hawk. Whoop, whoop. Kaysen Heckenberg is being helpful and a good example. Kaysen shows great leadership through goal setting and following through with lead measures. All right, Kaysen, what a way to end this Thursday. And boys and girls, today, because this went a little long, I'm going to let you do the Pledge of Allegiance in your classes together and have a wonderfully terrific Thursday. Bye.